Alright, the King Boo is back again with another video where we are just practicing. As the name says, we have been doing some random practice games, but some also just some Quickshot Team Tower Stun masterclass stuff, and we haven't done one of these in a while, so we're going to do another one of these. I've only got one so far, but I'll do more and I'll just add them in so you won't realise. But yeah, so just from here, just to show, you could see the opponents using Dart Farm boat for some reason, but still Dart Farm with lots of glue, damage boost, Julika boost. I'm using our good old Quickshot Team Tower Stud, and for most people you might think that this guy had over 10 million meds. Most people might think this is just a auto loss game when they're grinding, and this is the kind of player which you might see on the leaderboard who has maybe like 40th or something, but not on the prestige. So this is how you beat these guys. Let's put it in ×2 speed. So it's just a classic, just a normal start of this. Now we're gonna send. I like to send roughly that much. I'm flexible with the amount I send, and then I always make sure, because we're not playing track powers, that you go for your powerful darts and just delay the farms. It's not the end of the world. He goes for his trip darts. We don't need to send anything else just yet. And now we've got a farm down. We'll dual eco boost before sending pinks, because we want to make sure we're getting value out of this dual eco boost on round 4. Now we can start sending in pinks. He uses lots of glue. Okay, let me pause. There we go. So lots of glue. It's already been forced. He would have been worried about lightning, I'm sure. I mean, salted wounds, I'm sure. But we still managed to get loads of lives because he greeded, which we'll see some players do. And then he used the glue too far away, so we were then able to get rid of it with reds. So you can see just a bunch of reds. And he's now got 2 triple darts, so we could now be aggressive. A lot of players would want to aggress with greens, but as long as we need a few farms up for our layers of rushes at round 13. That's why I'm not aggressing here. And instead we're just going to go for another farm, upgrade our farm. Also helps us get more value out of the Julika boost if you farm more. He sends us some blacks. We're going to get our boomerang up, because you don't need 2 dartlings until I'd say round 15, in case they send lots of camo ceramics, in which case you want to get 2 powerful darts and 1 on faster shooting, and that'll defend them. But yeah, so I'll just get this up for now rather than going for a second dartling. Also, if they then send yellows, you could sell the dartling and get a bionic, or you could just get a glaive ricochet, which is what I normally do in case they knock it out. You'll be better off. Anyway, so we go for this rush. We send a few regen whites, and then we're gonna follow up straight away with yellows. This is gonna mean that it's gonna help overload anything there, and hopefully force out another power. And it looks kind of scary as well. Legal Deno likes to do the yellows first and then quick shot the whites in. I just think that you could. I just want to try and force it without using a power, is my thinking. So yeah, that's why we do this. It's a rush we're doing to get lots of glue out, which was, I think it helped him a bit. He's just thinking he doesn't want to use his damage boost, but he doesn't want to leak down too far and wants to try and greed, which is what we're taking advantage of. You can tell he's a tier 0 player by using like his powers to greed a little bit, which is not what you want to do in free power-ups, because if you run out of powers against an aggressive player, it's pretty much game over, unless you have considerably more, but you need a lot more money than he has at the moment, which I'm not sure if it's impossible to get really, other than maybe with tech greeding. So he goes for another farm, as expected. Gonna send lead straight away. He sends regen lead as well. Go for a bionic. He gets the jug up. Let me try and slow this down. Okay, we send him a little bait rush here. He doesn't use his lots of glue though, which is good. He saves the last one, which is very important, because that means that we can't just do a low skilled quick shot and potentially win. He sends us camo regen leads. He uses this lots of glue straight away. Maybe he's expecting power lock, and but no, it's too early. You can't just throw away your last glue like that. It's just like that. He's out of glues. He now just has a damage boost left. And while most people were thinking that Quickshot Team Tower Stun against a damage boost, I could probably defend on damage boost, but I'm laughing at this point because I'm very happy knowing that he doesn't have any more glues left. I pretty much know I've won the game at this point. Anyway, we got our lead popping ability on the Dartling, so we can pop those camo leads. He's just holding, but he sends another one for some reason. I'm not really sure what this does. Okay, this actually is a. Yeah, he sends a bit. We send some of these and we quick shot one set, always one set, because that creates a lot of panic. Because it's not just one set of balloons, because there's the stuff we already sent, and it's then the quick shot coming up and loads of balloons are getting thick around there, so that automatically forces a boost. As well, because he has a 51 lives as well, he's going to know he can't just take them, and because he boosts straight away, that means there is 15-second starts on 0 of when we quick shot it. That means there's 5 seconds when it wears off where our quick shot is still live, and that's what we take advantage of, because we still have quick shot left. So as soon as it goes off, I've kind of built up a feeling to be able to tell when it wears off. But you build up over time, or I guess you could look at the clock, but I don't really do that. Maybe I should do that. Well, anyway, so these 5 balloons are all quick-shotted, and he has no glue left, no damage boost left, and we were able to use our Team Tower Stun whenever we want. And we wait till he uses the jugs, pop these down into pinks. This means they're going to speed up, and they're going to go even quicker, and then they'll regen towards the end around here-ish, and do even more lives. And there's no chance. He has no chance now. He could even defend those balloons over there. So yeah, that was a good game to that guy. And into the next clip, which is not even in existence yet, but it will be. Alright, so this is now the new second clip, even though this is the third one I'm recording. I'm going to whack it in the middle because I think I'll do an outro in the other one. But yeah, I was going to do just the first and last one, but this clip was actually really good for a Quickshot Team Tower Stun guide, I think. So this is against JL, who at current time was number 1 in the world. And so he's playing Dartling Boomer's Farm. He's playing with Super Balloon Boost Team Tower Stun. And we are playing with our Quickshot Team Tower Stun. So obviously, we win round 13 because we outspeed. But there's also the risk of getting like countered and stuff, and if they defend the quick shot, them being a little dry. And I need to do show how you defend anyways. So yeah, normal start. We start a little bit better. I don't know why he doesn't send anything. I think he must have been distracted or something, because we could literally greed for a plantation before powerful darts, which had never happened. Then he doesn't even send us greens. So that's quite strange. Then he goes for another Dartling rather than a Boomer, which is... Oh, I guess that's up to you. But I'd definitely go for another Boom, because you don't really need 2 Dartlings down as the game progresses. Except for when the Camo Ceramics come out, as we say. But then send him this Yellow Rush just to force something, and he sees it late again. And is then forced to sell and then get Glaive Ricochet. So yeah, you need to be really quick on defending your yellows. Probably could have sold the Dartling instead of the farm, because he has 600 plus, so I think he would have been able to afford. But yeah, not the greatest play, but at least he didn't die. He leaves it up, which is fine. Round 10, you want to sell it and get your Bionic. We're farming fine. We sold it and gone for a plantation, which is that's fine. Nothing too wrong, as long as you can defend these leads with pinks up behind. As long as you can defend round 10, you can create for your plantation. Thought he was going to die here, but he did sell the plantation and get that. He should have definitely sold the Dartling on a day. Look how much spare he has. Even with dual eco boost. So look, both same strat. But I have 3 plantations, and he has 1. And since we're using dual eco boost, I'm getting so much more benefit, like incredibly amount more because of the dual. So we send him camo leads because that forces an upgrade. This is where you might want 2 of them as well. He's going to super balloon boost and send straight away, which is fine for this, but he sends really expensive balloons. I don't know why he's sending camo rainbows, because you could just send normal rainbows and send at least double the amount, and that would be harder to defend because the boom would eventually get like stacked back, and then you could team tower stun when that boomer's overloaded and have a higher chance. But anyway, so he does it, we turbocharge immediately, sell both farms, go for your second boomer for when the team tower stun comes. The team tower stun comes, he doesn't, like, there'll be a bit of screen lag from the replay, but there was literally nothing that came through. The Dartling Gunner could have probably defended it anyways. Anyway, so both of them down, we then sell, we could do lazy, just straight away quick shot and send the balloons in. This is because his boomer is at the back of the map, which means there's going to be time for the team tower stun to come back. Also that he can't cut it off early, so he's kind of dead to this anyway round. And we know he has no defensive powers because he's used all his powers already. So we can do it really early. He can turbocharge, but our team tower stun comes back, and there's still so many balloons there, and only if you need to go by because we've taken so many lives from him. So we do indeed demolish our team tower stun. So I'm not gonna outro, even though it's the last one I've done, because that's in the last one. Alright, to the last one. Alright, literally the very next game was an insane quickshot team tower stun game, so let's get out of the way of this. I realised that, oh my god, the last one did take a very long time, so yeah, just quickly, I'll try and go to 5 times speed for the starting bit. But yeah, this guy's playing a Tax back farm with very passive powers other than Salted Wounds. But yeah, very passive again, and the ability to last longer than us. So anyway, he starts with his Tac shooter, goes for his farm. We aggress because it's Tac. We send to 12, 8 reds and 4 blues is what I like to send. He does so he gets a little bit off. He gets enough off. He gets like 3 lives, I think, 3-4 lives. So that's quite a lot for early game, but you don't really see it again in the game, so that's alright. He goes for greens. We get up a boomer. Our farm's looking very good. 2 plantations. We go for our same much as last time. 2 sets of white and then constant yellows. The layering will get through. That puts him down to 34, very low. Debatable to use a team tower stun there to try and finish off, but it looked like it was going so well already, and I was presuming with Tac Shooter you normally play a track power, so he might thinking he'd probably be alright there, so I didn't do that in the end. He now reveals his Spike Factory, goes straight for the red hot spikes so that he can defend this. Now he reveals his lightning bolts at long last. He definitely should have used that against the white and yellow rush, but it'll actually prove good to save in a second. Let's slow this down. So he's getting his second Tac Shooter down. Our farms are very good. A plantation up. We send some camos and then quick shot 1 set of these to get the second lightning out of the way, because we knew that was cheap. And we fought a spike storm as well. He got nervous because if he'd sent more, that definitely would have finished. If he sent 2 sets, that definitely would have finished him off. And so that got all his farms out of the way, which is going to prove very, very helpful. Later on he goes for a Republic, and now we got the last 2. He lightning bolts his final lightning bolt, so the one he didn't use on the yellows, he can use now, and that will help him to defend. We team tower stun, we see death, because that's definitely enough to finish him off. Apparently there were no leaks, so that's just screen lag. Nothing we could do about screen lag. Screen lag hits grinders the hardest. And now he goes for another Spike Factory because he is very nervous, it seems. So we can just farm on. There's no worry, no problems with just farming on, taking our time. He's in his camo lids, so we simply get the lead ability to pop, the ability to pop leads, and then we just get the quicker shooting on the lead one, and that's completely fine. Got another 5th plantation, so we have a lot more farms. Every has passive powers, and we are not going to be defending a BFB too well. He decides he needs to farm on, so he sells his Spike Factory, which wasn't doing anything, and goes for a plantation. I think we're quite relaxed now. We get a Republic, yes, Republic, yeah. He goes for another Spike Factory, wanting to Spike Storm, I believe. He gets his Ring of Fire, which I'm not really sure about because it's not very good against ceramics, and I'm not going to send any other type of balloons now. And yeah, as in normal balloons, as in like rainbows or blue. So we send in a Moab, we sell a farm, now we quick shot loads of these camos, and just to hope that they can fight their way through, but with a cell and 2 of those, and the Maelstrom for the Moab, he's fine. But look how drained he is. He has really bad farms. And not much defense at the moment. And no real eco. He has 10 more eco than us. That's only because of the sends we just made. Compared to all our farms. So, I know he can defend a BFB. But many BFBs, he's going to struggle with. So he goes for a 2nd Republic. He probably should just send us a BFB there. Because that gives us the time. So he's going to sell. He's going to Spike Storm early. We send another BFB because I can see he's not sent us one yet. He's going to Spike Storm this versus sell a farm. And that loses amounts of money. He Spike Storms it twice because he's nervous about that. And now there's another BFB coming in. And then another one. He's got a Spike Storm again. No farms left. Going to keep sending BFBs in. So he has to keep Spike Storming. Another one in, another one coming. Just keep sending them in. 2 on the screen now. He's going to try and Spike Storm them at once. And as soon as, if we see a counter, we know we just want a quick shot in because we saved our quick shot for any moment he tries to counter us. So he sets up a Spike Storm, but he decides to sell it instead. Damage boost and counter. So we haven't queued up too many, that's why we're only doing one at a time so we could quick shot Team Tower Stern, and that will overload his small amount of defense and win us the game. That's actually one of my strongest quick shots, and I've had a lot of quick shots. We could just see how much we sent. He definitely should have sent us a BFB early on so that we can overload him with the BFBs like that. He just probably wasn't expecting it. But yeah, that's what the draining did. That's how we won that game. Our farm set up. But yeah, anyway, that's all for today. I think we're just going to do those 2 replays because we've done a lot of analysis of it. So hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, have a nice day. Adios.